Right. We're live. We're going. How are we all doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. Just putting the final touches to the stream, and then we'll be on. Yeah. See what's this one? Oh no, it's not that. There we go. Let's get that running. And just let me pop it in to the Discord. Right, how are we doing? Good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm a bit later today, a little bit of a later start, but that means that we'll just do a bit extra towards the end. Don't you worry, guys. I won't shortchange you. Wes, I think you dropped me a message, didn't you? Just let me check. I saw it pop up, but I didn't see what it was. Hang on. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there. Yeah, man. Yeah. There you go. Fired you over the link. Yeah, it'd be great to have you on. Yeah, jump on if you want. Whenever. Yeah, hello. Oh, yeah. What has happened? What has happened to the budget? What has happened to? I haven't even seen anything because I've been working. What is? I'm sure Wiz can maybe give us a debrief. Or we'll just search it. But yeah, what's been the UK budget like? Hello, Nick. How we doing? Great to see you. SBF, what a clown. Yeah, I thought SBF would be a good addition to the thumbnail today. I thought it would maybe grab some people in and make them a bit interested. Not really got anything to do, to be fair, with obviously what's going on in the market, apart from the fact that he probably holds quite a sizable amount of Solana still, somewhere hidden away, I would estimate, in a wallet. Apart from that, it's got really nothing to do with obviously what's going on in the market and Solana anymore. But it's obviously a good little thing that it gets people interested, doesn't it? It gets people a bit riled up too. So, yeah. Hello, Hala. How are we doing? We'll have Wiz joining us soon as well. If you are watching, then please do drop a like. Yeah, get the likes in. come on, guys. Don't shy away from doing the likes. Dave, I had a question in my mind. Well, there's no time like the present, mate. There's no time like the present. Go on. What is it? Yeah, go on. Florin, how are we doing? But yeah, where are we on Bitcoin? Well, we've dropped down a little bit, haven't we, in the past few hours? Yeah, we was up here this morning, and then we've dropped back down. I am still waiting. I don't know if we're going to get it or not, but I'm still waiting for kind of a clear out of these lows. Now we've got another one there. So you've got this one, you've got these, you've got this. I don't know whether we're going to get it or not. I'm looking to add to positions if we get a clear out. If not, I'll just keep riding with what I've got. But drawn it out yesterday, and it's basically still the same today. I'm just kind of waiting for all this to be cleared out and us to get kind of like a big sweep down to then ride back up. That's kind of exactly what I'm waiting for, to add to positions. Otherwise, personally, I'm just riding with what I've had open since Friday. Bearing in mind, I have trimmed some as well, so I'd like to add that back on if I can down here. If not, then we'll just kind of see what happens with the market, because we'll go up then, won't we? But I think he's here. Oh, here he is.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are we, my friend?
I broke my chair again.
Have you been over backwards on it yet?
No, I've just broke my chair again. I'm good.
Yeah, Dave's chair is lethal. I sat in it last week and I leant back and I nearly went straight into the wall behind. It was, that would have been the end of poor old Wiz.
I need to get the Allen key out, to be fair, and actually like fix it properly. But in the meantime, I need to buy a new chair. You know, first and foremost.
Here it is, DIY Dave.
Yeah, I need to buy a new chair, but seems a little sideways, mate. It needs going in the bin, to be honest. It just needs going in the bin. I need to get myself a proper chair again.
Oh,
shame on me for selling my Noble chair. Mate, that's not even a question. Why are you? I mean, what do you want me to say to that? Why am I what?
Oh, is he back boiling chickens again?
Yeah, he's back, unfortunately. But yeah, how are we all doing? I hope you all missed me yesterday. Of course, didn't stream yesterday. Had some personal things going on. So I did actually do a stream in the Discord. If you aren't in the Discord, then of course you missed that out, because that was a nice bit of exclusivity in the Discord, and we may do some more stuff like that as well.
You
where
do
we just
treat them well, don't you, Dave?
Yes, I do have some news around the streams as well, which may upset a few people. I don't know. I think there may be some tears going on in the chat. Yes, so from now, the streams are only going to be on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we are going to be missing out Tuesdays and Thursdays, because we are going to be filming more video content. So I'm going to be filming more video content. So obviously some higher quality videos, and yeah, just generally more video content. So for the time being, at least anyway, during that trial period, we will be missing out Tuesdays and Thursdays from the stream. So we'll see how it goes. There'll be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and of course, may bring them back, or I may opt to do maybe some more exclusivity in the Discord. That was good yesterday, so it gave me some ideas. But if you're going to miss me too much, you know where to get me, of course. Come and join I was about to say CSE then. Come and join Stonksy, and get in the Discord, and of course you can have me all day every day if you want. So yeah, that's a little bit of news for everyone. I hope I can kind of hear the tears rolling down everyone's faces at the moment, but don't you worry, you still got me 3 times a week. What are you doing there, you? I'll tell you what, Wiz, I really like your background now. It looks like really warm and like grabby. Like it makes me want to be there.
Yeah, like I've got the got the little mood lights. It doesn't show particularly well, but I've got the Bitcoin light as well behind. I've been meaning to put some new pictures up here.
You got where's the Bitcoin light?
That thing that looks like the second sun.
Oh right, yeah. Background, yeah.
But yeah. So I was just having. I've not taken my supplements for the day. I have
Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best ones, mate. Well, we may look to do something in the Discord instead, and obviously I know you're in there, Bobby. So don't you worry, mate. May look
you'll
to
be getting your fix.
Yeah, may look to do something in the Discord instead. Kim, greetings from Seattle. Well, hello, Kim from Seattle. Wow,
Good morning. That'll be an
long,
early one.
Yeah, you are across the pond and across your whole country too, aren't you? You are all the way to the left. So yeah, thank you for joining us, Kim. It's great to have you. Of course, if anyone else is new, if you're watching on X too as well, like you are, Kim, hop over to the YouTube channel and drop us a subscribe. It'd be great to have you join on us, more often. So yeah, please do jump over to the YouTube and subscribe if you can. Of course, anyone that's watching, drop a like. Let's see what we're at. Let's see if anyone's actually listened to me or not. Has anyone listened to me? Oh, come on. That is poor, that. We're on 2 likes. Please like the stream, guys. And girls. Please like the stream. That is shambolic. You can definitely do better than that. We normally have more than that just naturally without me even asking. Laurent, long time no see. Do you know what? You know what's crazy is when you have these people like Laurent pop up in stream after so long. Just added one. Yes, Laurent. How have you been? Well, where have you been, Laurent? Do give us the little debrief on where have you been, mate. I don't think I've seen you for a good few months now. But it is crazy when we have people pop up. Oh, okay. So we've been recommended by a mutual friend. Oh, okay. I don't know off the top of my head if I know anyone else from Seattle. So maybe it's someone in the shadows or something. But nonetheless, thank you very much for joining us, Kim. And of course, let me know your thoughts and feelings on the market before Nick gets too mad at me. I know Nick really likes to catch me out on this. So I'm going to get the poll up and running. So we've got that going. There we go. That's up and running. Personally, I think we go down. I'm not liking the look of the fact of how Bitcoin stalled after this push up. We've kind of really stalled, haven't we? And we do have quite a lot of juicy liquidity to come and take out here. So what do you think, Wiz? What's your kind of overriding thoughts on the market?
I think I'm of the persuasion we come down. However, I will say bear in mind that I think volume is dropping off and will continue to drop off. I think today will be a very low volume day, and then tomorrow will be even more low volume, and then Friday maybe a little bit more volume, but not much. Because obviously it is Thanksgiving on Thursday, so we have some data today.
You don't want to be a turkey in America, that's for sure.
Unless it was the one that got pardoned yesterday, the gobble and gobble.
Oh yeah, there was one in the White House.
Yeah, gobble and wobble and Google and yeah.
I tell you what, whoever's running the White House TikToks and other socials doing a fantastic job. We've got 1 minute for jobless claims.
Unemployment claims have just come in, Dave.
What did we have?
Forecast was 226k and it came in at 216k. Durable goods at 0.6.
And the market does not care at all.
No,
look at that.
This is not news that is.
So I believe for Fed now we have an 83% chance of a decrease. I may have a little stab at no change at some point leading into this. Because this has swung massively, hasn't it? I mean, this has swung the opposite way massively.
Towards a decrease.
Yeah, I may just have a little stab at no change. We'll see. See what it's like, and then definitely coming into like the week of it. I may just have a little stab at it though. How funny would it be if Trump pardoned that turkey and then called him Hunter Biden for a name?
Well, he joked about calling it Chuck and Nancy, didn't he? And then said he'd never pardon those two.
Historically, it's going to drop more until the new Fed chair in USA, and that's only in May, isn't it? that's only in May when Powell's term is up. ICT thinks that Bitcoin can go up to 95k because of the zone you can see on the 12-hour chart. Besides that, I don't know what the F is going on in the market. To be fair, in January, is it? I thought it was May. No.
Is it May?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up to date with. Have you? What is the UK budget like? Is it as bad as it was expected, or?
So it was pretty interesting because it got the OBR leaked it accidentally. They published it in full on their website half an hour before it was due to be given, and so markets went nuts. And there's been a lot of backlash. Essentially, it's pushed bonds down. So bonds have moved about a little bit and pushed back down as we thought. But basically, it's not particularly good news if you are a working individual in the United Kingdom.
What has she done? What's the main things that's happened?
So she's basically done away with salary sacrifice, so even on pensions. Yeah. So you now no longer get any of the NI relief on your salary sack. What else is there? She's done away with a load of other reliefs. She's put some taxes up. I think gambling taxes were up. She has. There's a lot of small stuff in there that stacks up. She's increased dividend tax. It's and then she goes and says that it's that she's launching an inquiry to find out how they can entice more entrepreneurs in the United Kingdom, and that came 2 minutes after saying she was paying more taxes.
I actually do wonder if this is all just like one big psyop, and it's just one big experiment to see like how much the general public can actually take for being gaslit by a government.
It is just
how anyone could support Labour after all this is. I mean, if anyone is still like a true Labour supporter, like
Badenoch
I would
love funny.
I would love them rose tinted glasses.
Because they said that they were doing a budget that keeps people happy and all of this. And Badenoch said there's literally 10,000 farmers outside protesting about what you've done.
Literally, honest to God, like it's just like they just speak and then the ears turn off. Like they just speak and the ears turn off. But I mean, yeah, it is just wild. Like how quickly. I mean, I think it's the speed of it, isn't it? Like it's literally only been a year and a half.
Yeah.
And
I read something harrowing. That she has put up taxes now by £70 billion, right? 70 billion, which makes her the second highest tax-raising chancellor in history, and she's done that in 2 budgets.
Yeah, crazy. And I mean, also, it's actually wild in the UK now. For anyone living here, or if you live abroad, we can give you kind of a little synopsis of what's going on. Since COVID, the minimum wage has gone up 40%, but obviously, like middle class people's wages haven't really gone up at all, unless maybe you had if you work in the NHS and you get an annual increase or something like that. So basically, what's happening is like it's just being kind of squeezed up into kind of like one kind of class now. In terms of like, there is no real middle class anymore in terms of wages. I suppose in what way you look at it, really. I mean, I suppose anyone even on like 40, 50 grand a year, not really exactly well off in this economy, are you? But it's fascinating because like the minimum wage is being pushed up that much. There really isn't kind of like a quote unquote bad wage, I don't think, anymore. It's kind of just like been pushed into a bracket of this is just complete leveling off now. It's so weird. They really are. I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it? Like they just carry on pushing minimum wage up, but like for anyone who's in like a salary or anything like that, probably isn't really seeing any increase. And it's just like minimum wage is like being ever so slightly increased, and people on minimum wage obviously are being pushed towards the same wages.
People in that mid-range. It's that people in the mid-range. So there's a table actually that's quite interesting on Bloomberg that shows the impact. So it's a 2K cap on your salary sacrifice, right? So if you were earning £55,270, and you put 5,000 into your pension contribution, you now, on that contribution, where it was previously tax-free for NI exempt from your employee, employer, and your student loan. So now, anyone earning 55,270 for their £5,000 cap, you would be paying £60 in employee NI, 270 in student loan, and 450 in employer NI. If you earn 125,000 now, and your pension contribution was £25,000, you now have to pay £460 employee national insurance, an extra £2,000 in student loan, and your employer now has to pay £3,450.
Wild. It's wild, isn't it? Like there is like
it is nuts. Genuine. If you're earning 100 grand, right, your employer now bears so much cost. You and your employer bears so much cost for that. It is completely nuts.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like there literally is no there probably is obviously you'd have to do the maths on it and stuff like that, but there probably is a point now where you're like, there is literally no point going past this level. So, if you're employed by someone and stuff like that, there's probably just like for
employers.
And employers as well.
With all of these, if you're paying someone 100, let's just say you're paying someone 100 grand a year, right, as a company, your costs to employ them are now probably going to be are going to be not far off £200,000. You could literally employ 2 of them abroad.
Crazy, isn't it?
Like, it is nuts.
Just looking at some of the reaction on here.
I mean, not ICT Norway's not the greatest example because obviously they sit on what is essentially like the largest sovereign wealth fund in existence.
Crazy.
I said they leaked it though. It's so bad, isn't it?
Well, it's just like, are you surprised? Like, you can't really be surprised about anything, can you? Like,
do you know who I think will be a really really big winner out of this? And it wouldn't surprise me if you see a big push in the UK now. Is the crypto casinos?
Yeah.
Because if you are a non-domiciled like casino game company, your levy rate has now gone up to 40%. So there's a 40% tax on online gaming. On online sports betting, it's 25%. They've raised that to 25%. 15% in shops, 25% online.
Right.
I think they'll be the real winners. Is obviously from a crypto perspective, that's where people will move because you don't have to prove affordability, you don't have to give KYC details, and you also probably will get better odds now because obviously they don't have to pay 40% duty.
That's true, isn't it? You know, that's true, and the thing as well is like it's just so easy to get on, isn't it? Like you know, just literally from a wallet to Rollbit or to wherever. But yeah, thank you very much for Kim for joining. Thank you. So I thought we mentioned that obviously not typical crypto market, but it of course does probably affect a lot of us, and you know in some aspect, it will. You know, it's affected one portion of the market. So but I mean,
a nice push on Bitcoin here.
No surprise, they're absolute clowns. Anyway, let's look at Bitcoin because really, actually, from obviously didn't have a stream yesterday, but from Monday's stream, quite remarkably, we're not actually too different. So I haven't streamed for 48 hours, and we are just 1k higher, which is funny. Yeah, I'm still not too sure about kind of what I think Bitcoin's going to do from here. I mean, and just kind of just leaving it, but
I've got a zone that I'm happy to bid, and that zone is 82.5 down.
I mean, I'd be very happy with that.
I'm still long on Solana.
Yeah, I wasn't looking that low, to be fair. I was kind of looking maybe for 84, But basically, I'm just looking for some sort of high-low structure to be put in, if we can, wherever that comes. I think clearing this liquidity out is probably a good idea. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, what is happening? Solana's been quite strong in the market. You know, this was up here this morning, very strong. Obviously, tailed off a bit. Ethereum tailed off a bit, but still, you know, still quite strong in the market. XRP had a really nice push up on Monday, and again, you know, hasn't really sold off too much. You know, obviously this was the starting point of the push on Monday, so still nicely above there. Hype starting to maybe coil back up a bit. I was looking at something yesterday and it was taking my fancy. It was kind of reminding me of Sui the other day. I would love to bid Sui again down here. Let me get rid of that now. I would love to bid Sui again down here. But I was looking at yesterday, I was looking at good old Ton yesterday, which annoyingly, it's actually pushed up a little bit from where I was looking at it last night. But, you know, this thing, if you zoom out to the daily, I think it resides in quite a nice little area, kind of within this this point. It's not come as low as I would have liked. Obviously, if in the scenario that the market has bottomed, we obviously may not get lower. But this thing has just been smashed over and over on it. Like, I don't know if there'll kind of be any sort of narrative for this or not, or whether this will go again. But at this point, this thing's down 80%. Could drop maybe 90% or 85%. I mean, if it drops 90%, then it's bloody dead. But in terms of pullback, yeah, this thing is just chugged away nicely. So this is one thing I am watching, thinking, kind of a bit like Sui, where it's actually just been selling off for a good amount of months now. You can see, obviously, from this point on, we just sold off. Same for Sui. If you pull up Sui, you know, same thing, just sold off. So I am looking at a couple of things that are enticing me alongside, of course, the big three: Bitcoin, Solana, ETH. But apart from that, we've not really had too much movement, have we?
I tell you what, I did bid that is up quite nicely, and I did talk about it in the CSE Discord. Is I bought Wrecked, you know, when it fell off a cliff, and I had my stink bids.
Oh yes,
I'm up nearly 3x on that now.
Oh yeah,
that's up another 54% today.
Oh yeah, that is turning quite nicely, isn't it? Yeah, very nice. Okay. Yeah, that is turning quite nicely.
Yeah, not financial advice or anything, but it's turned out to be a good buy.
Yeah,
it is actually like the risk reward on it was so good. Like I was bought it at 10, whatever the thing is.
Yeah, this thing I forgot to set alerts in this zone. I forgot to set alerts on this zone, so I didn't catch any of this move up on Fartcoin. But I think this is. If we remember do you remember what happened last time? This thing moved fast before anything else, didn't it? Like this thing just started to go and go and go and go. I would love to bid this at somewhere. I'm not sure where. Because you do still have to be careful. I mean, even on like 2-3x leverage, you really have to be careful with this. Because obviously, you know, if you longed 2x up here, you know, you were basically liquidated or nearly liquidated down there. But yeah, I am interested in this because I'm thinking, you know, could it do it again? Could it do it again? Could we see it just go and go and go? I'm not so sure, but I am interested in it. You know, SPX is chugging away nicely as well.
That's in a liquidity zone though, so it'll be interesting to see if that gets slammed back down soon.
Yeah.
I actually am of the persuasion, I think, that we may see a de-risking towards end of session, given the fact that we've got holiday week.
Yeah.
And Nvidia's pushing up really nicely. That's probably why the SPX is up. That thing, if you bought the dip yesterday, I mean, I got long on that at 170. And I think I could conclude that I've probably got quite a good entrance on that, given the fact.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that is very nice. Yeah, because this is kind of all demand down here, isn't it? So
that was quite an easy long. I think 170 was quite a good good risk reward area.
Google falling off a little bit.
Microsoft's the interesting one. I think Microsoft is a really good bid zone.
Yeah. Well, what's quite interesting with the Mag 7 is there's a bit of tussling going on between them now, isn't it? They're trying to
so Google. So So Google, and one of the reasons why Google has been moving so much is Google are now making their own chips, which has obviously launched the Google v Nvidia type of battle, which is why we saw Nvidia fall quite sharply yesterday and Google continue to rise. Now, the company that Google are making the chips with, he also has a seat on the board at Meta, I believe. And so the belief is that Meta will use Google's chips. However, to be honest, I think this is something to be fairly aware of. Is I think it's all a little bit overblown in the fact that these things are like gold dust, and at the end of the day, the demand far outweighs that of the supply, and so people will just buy anything that is available, and so it doesn't really matter.
Nvidia will still sell out no matter what. I think probably, if anything, it probably just affects it more long term. You know, maybe for the next like kind of 5 to 10 years rather than the next 1 to 2, because obviously eventually these companies' supply will catch up with demand, and there will be like obviously plenty to choose from in terms of Google, Tesla, because obviously it's probably only a matter of time before Tesla rolls. I don't know if you can buy Tesla chips like publicly or not.
No, and they wouldn't sell it to the public anyway. Because full well the first customer in line for those chips and who will buy pretty much all of the allocation that Tesla don't need is XAI.
Yeah,
it'll sell it to his own company. I like ENA, Athena. I'm just looking for my crypto watch list. I'll tell you what did catch my eye actually today, Dave.
Go on.
It's Dash. Obviously, OM is ripping, or ripping relative to where it was, obviously. But I quite like, if it pulls back a little bit, I wouldn't be wholly opposed to a long on Dash.
I think it's pulled back into quite a nice zone, hasn't it? I think it has pulled back into a nice zone. I would probably bid it there if I could. Maybe that's being a bit too greedy. I don't know. But I think close to 45 would be good. I am starting to look at some things. I mean, I look at this thing. If I go to the daily, I haven't bought any of this or anything, but as kind of like a gamble, if you will, or whatever. I think at some point, obviously, CZ will probably look to reignite BNB chain, which this thing obviously went up so much. Now, what we're maybe seeing is obviously just kind of like capitulation / bottoming on this. I will be monitoring this. Not financial advice. I haven't bought any. I don't know if I actually plan to enact it, but I think at some point, obviously, it would make sense where CZ brings back kind of the BNB hype, because it just makes sense to. And obviously, this probably has the biggest chance to be. I know Floki's on there, but the biggest meme on BNB. So that's one thing I'm keeping an eye on. Yeah, there's a couple of things. I mean, this one, where has it gone now? Where has it gone? This thing's looking quite interesting as well. This stable. Again, I don't really know.
I was actually chatting about that someone the other day. It looks horrendous, doesn't it?
It looks
awful. Just know full well at some point someone's going to pump the daylights out of it, but you're pretty much getting to that negative price discovery element.
Yeah, you need to kind of see it hold, but for where it's at, you've actually got quite a good invalidation, because you could use them lows. We had kind of like tweezer bottom lows there, equal lows. So you can kind of use that as invalidation if you didn't want to use this low. But yeah, there are some things I'm starting to look back through and thinking, what could go again? Not really interested in that at all. It just kind of, look at the state of Wormhole. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Not.
Mix is still holding up.
Yeah.
That's still holding up.
At some point, that's going to
Borg is in the zone. Borg's in the zone. I wish you could leverage along this. I really do. Borg, for me, Borg's in the zone. What about you? What do you think?
I like Borg. I think I've still got some. I'm just... this is flying now. I think I've still got some Borg somewhere. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
sold quite a lot on the way up, but I may have a look in my Swiss Borg as to what I should rotate into.
I think Borg's. I mean, Borg's just back nicely within that reaccumulation zone there. What else have we got? Look at the state of this. Jesus hell. I mean, this is a do or die point, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is
Well,
nearly.
it's been a do or die for a very long time, Dave.
Yeah, true. But I mean, this is at the point where if it goes below $7, you can just kiss goodbye to this. And what a waste of a chain. A very good chain as well, just completely mishandled. But I mean, that is. I mean, look at that. It's just kind of just every hopium that you kind of try and pick on the chart is just dead. You know, you may as well just get rid of all this. It's just never going even back to $50, is it? Really? No. But to think at a time, I mean, I held this. You know, just to go back and just think, like, I held this at points when it was like $100, $200, all that stuff. It's now $7. It's just wild. It's absolutely wild. I haven't looked at. Yeah, that thing's not looking too healthy either, is it? Poor ZRO.
Yeah, that's it's taking a little bit of a battering, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah. Pie's moving a bit.
That is not a pretty sight, is it?
No. Yeah, that is being absolutely hammered. What else have we got? Dupe. I want to scour the market, and I want to find something where it's like, yes, this is.
I actually quite like dupe.
Yeah, I think problem is it's. Oh my god, look at Dot. Dead.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Link is Link's always a good one. You know, Link's always a good one. If you're looking to obviously buy anything, again, it's not financial advice, more just educational advice. Link trades very well in the market, and I think you're obviously at very low risk of Link just kind of suddenly going on to do its own thing and collapsing. So Link, you know, it's kind of a safe bet in it. If you want like a safe altcoin bet in the market, and I probably would. I don't know about you, but I would probably put it as like, if I wanted a safe altcoin bet that wasn't kind of out of kind of the big three or big four, I would probably put Link as kind of my number one, maybe, because it just trades so rationally in the market. There's no kind of irrational PA. It's obviously got so much data, and it just trades really nicely. So I'll probably. Have you?
Yeah.
Can you buy it? Can you buy it on chain? I'm guessing you can.
Yeah, you can buy it in Phantom. That's what I did. Because as much as I love Swiss Borg, it takes a while to get in and out. Yeah, you can buy it on chain. I can send you the contact address if you want.
Yeah, I can't even be asked doing my document renewal with Swiss Borg, so I can't even get on it. But I may go and buy some as well this afternoon, because that is looking quite. I wish you could long it. I would love to leverage long that now. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Curve, what do you think, CRV? We'll have a look at that. GRT.
That's
that the graph. Graph, yeah. And CRV. Let's see. Let's go have a quick look at these two. See the graph. Oh dear God. Not really. You kind of. I mean, for me, I would kind of at least want it to reclaim that at the very least. You know, kind of like you want some sort of invalidation, because you don't obviously just want to keep buying it all the way down. So for me, literally just pinging that low there. Say just ping that low there in and around them lows. And as soon as you pull it across, you can see the price around that low as well. So obviously we had demand come in again here, and then we dropped back below and we've rejected off it 3 days in a row. So for me, you want to see a reclaim of that, and then at least you've then got some sort of line in the sand and invalidation. Also, it is quite clearly acting as SR as well. So obviously, like, you know, there would be kind of your invalidation to new lows. But you want the market to show your strength, so you want to reclaim this first, in my opinion, anyway. Unless you kind of just serial bullish on the graph, and that would be my view on it. CRV.
Yeah, curve.
That's quite a good level, to be fair. I mean,
I like bidding that because that moves quite violently when it moves.
Yeah, and you look at this all the way back from 2023. This kind of. Hang on, let me make that a bit smaller. This kind of region here, could maybe extend it down to there if you wanted to. Obviously, you've got this kind of resistance point here, which lines up with some nice SR as well there. So depending on where you want to draw it, but I think this is one where you've got clear defined risk. Kind of if it starts dropping like below 34, 33 cents, then kind of all right, this is a bit screwed. Maybe we're coming down to kind of like 2020s. But yeah, nice defined risk in the market, and yeah, I mean, like you said, it moves fast, doesn't it? I mean, look at the times it's moved, very fast. So yeah, it does move quite nicely in the market. MSTR. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to think on this at the moment. Not too sure. What are you thinking?
I've not really got an interest in bidding it.
I think the main thing for this is there just doesn't really look like there's any demand for it, does it?
No.
Like, if you look at it relative to Bitcoin, while Bitcoin's not bounced an incredible amount, it has bounced. Like, there just has been no movement on MSTR at all.
No,
like just none. Like, it's not even like put in just a little bounce like Bitcoin has. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, does the market kind of see it as too much of a risky play? Maybe the market's waiting for low. I mean, if it got anywhere down towards 120, I would bid it 100%. I think that's kind of the point where you go, this kind of needs to be the area of demand anyway for the general market as well, because the last thing obviously we need is this thing just sinking lower and lower without any sort of bid coming in on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
100%. I would love to buy this down here if it got down there. Problem is, you've got two options, haven't you, for it to get down there? Either just goes down there on its own and just obviously just keeps sinking as it has done since July, or of course Bitcoin takes it down there. So kind of like, what's the lesser of two evils there? I don't know.
Just nuke it so I can bid it cheap. I just want them to sell.
Oh, can you imagine how low we go? I don't think he would ever sell. I don't think he would ever sell. I think he'd have to do everything possible, wouldn't he, to not sell. Yes, how are we doing, my man? Good morning to you. Wiz, as a fan of DOT, you think we'll get close to all-time high at some point in the future? Oh man.
Can you imagine?
I'll be honest, I can't see it. I can't see it. I mean, at this point, kind of like, you would take $10, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah.
At this point, you would have to take $10. That's like a 4 or 5x from here. I think on DOT, you would have to be happy with that, because it's kind of like, what is actually pushing it up there? Apart from like, you just going, well, it got to this last cycle, so it's going to do this cycle. It's just like, it's got no kind of like market share in terms of users or like demand or anything to do with the chain. It's kind of just propped up because it's one of the big ones from last cycle, isn't it? I really don't know. I mean, I just haven't been a fan of it for a while, and I think kind of the PA reflects that. Monad, yes, this is an interesting one. I saw quite a few people bidding this yesterday.
I bid it.
Yeah, on Monday as well, quite successfully too. It's up very nicely. Because it dropped down, didn't it? I don't think it went that low, did it? 0.5. That's got to be an error. Is this even the right one?
Let me have a look. I'm just putting a trade.
I don't even know if this is the right one or not.
Let's have a look. I don't know.
There's another Mon.
Wiz, as a fan of DOT, I can't believe how bad DOT is. I don't know. There's just no point in it. Like, I'd love to say like DOT has a purpose, but it doesn't. I think AVAX is literally just does what DOT needs to do.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the pairing. So I think this has got all the data from when it launched on pre-launch perps as well. Yeah, it has. So this has bounced very nicely. I mean, did you see on? I suppose you probably have, but I mean, if literally as soon as this launched on Hyperliquid, if you would have shorted it, it went down like 80%, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's had a really nice bounce.
It had a little pop off, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've kind of got no real interest in it. Or kind of bidding it. I may look to trade it at some point once PA develops. But yeah, I don't really have too much of an interest in it at the moment anyway.
I'm with you on that. For me, there's a million tickets to trade. Nothing appeals to me about that. Because
this is appealing to me a little bit. Good old Pumpy. Because again,
it's bottoming out, isn't it?
Yes, I would like to see again. If we can get kind of another push down here, like towards kind of 2.6, maybe 2.5. Yeah, I would love to have a go on this because again, you've got clear defined risk, haven't you? At some point, when it gets to a certain point on the chart, it's looking kind of cooked. But at the moment, obviously, we are just holding this region where we held last time. So can it be kind of round 2 for it? I don't know what the revenue is like still. I'll be honest. I don't know what kind of revenue they're doing and if it's still good.
I've not looked either. I don't know who's still using it, but obviously Fartcoin was a graduate from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who knows?
So, I'm just keeping an eye on everything. I mean, Fartcoin is one I'd definitely be interested in being. Pengu as well. Pengu's kind of came into my region there. Pengu's one I'm also kind of interested in. Just kind of like, because the thing is, these things will run hard. Your Pengu, your Fartcoin and stuff, even on a Bitcoin bounce towards like late 90s, 100k. These things will get like a really good push because they always do. And then obviously they end up selling off afterwards. But you can easily see like 50%, can't you, on memes from just a 10% Bitcoin bounce. So I am quite interested in them. Haven't taken any positions on memes yet, but we'll see obviously what develops into next week, and then maybe look to have a little stab. But yeah, apart from that, kind of the market is just waiting, isn't it? It's just in the market is just in waiting. Do make sure you dropped a big like on the stream too if you haven't. Get that like in. We're only on 7 likes. Come on. There's more than 7 people that have typed in the chat, so some of you aren't liking. So please do drop a like.
Get liking.
We've got 8 now. There's 27 people watching. We can easily push this over 15 right now. Just take a second, scroll down, hit the like button. It does really help the stream out. Believe it or not, it does really help it out. But yeah, apart from that, anything that you've been looking directly at, Wiz, or kind of interested?
Let me have a look. On the crypto side, nothing really. I may have a little play on some short positions on Filecoin if it comes down, and Zcash. I think at some point Zcash will get the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there's not a whole lot catching my eye. It's one of those weeks where I think it's a prepare your bids and be patient type of week, because the volume, like I say, will just drop off massively.
Yeah, because obviously another factor is obviously we've got you got Thanksgiving tomorrow, so market closed, and half day on Friday. But another factor for the market is, of course, we have the monthly close over the weekend. So Sunday is the last day of November. So for TradFi, obviously, half day on Friday will be, their monthly close. But today is obviously the last full trading day for the month. So, another factor is that, maybe potential profit taking or de-risking or whatever. So, you've got kind of month-end activities across today and obviously within a few hours compacted into Friday, because Monday, 1st of December, obviously a new month. So, yeah, you've got kind of month end tied into, you know, this really short week as well. Do you mind doing a deeper look at Sui? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Let's have a look at Sui. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's tailing off a little bit now. I think for Sui, again, it's one of these ones where it's just been hammered on it. Like, it's just been royally hammered. I'll be honest, like, kind of on the chart, I don't think it's in, like, the actual, like, supreme area. Like, I think on the chart, kind of the supreme area would be kind of like 110-ish up to maybe like 120. Because obviously, if I zoom in, you know, you can see obviously you've got all this SR action in and around this 120, well, kind of like 110 up to 120, 10% region again. You know, you can make that smaller if you want. You know, if you want to kind of pull it in a bit more, you know, you can see there, pull it in quite nicely. So on the chart, it's actually not kind of in, as you can see, especially here as well, for like retracing the upwards move. We're just kind of in a realm where you've just got kind of this gap of like 3 daily candles, and then of course down towards 120, 115. So in terms of like risk reward, it's kind of not there yet. But again, I think it all depends on obviously what is Bitcoin going to do, because you do see things that, you know, you're not going to get the perfect kind of retest or the perfect entry on some things if Bitcoin takes the market up. But this is definitely weaker than most. So even on kind of like, if we just hang around, this could kind of maybe just lose some value. But I think anywhere in here, you know, maybe kind of front run it at 120 or so. But that is optimally, you know, you kind of really good risk reward on Sui there. If it gets down there, I'd definitely be interested in it. But it just depends on what Bitcoin does, I think, as well, for a lot of these altcoins. What are we doing on dominance today? Because obviously that's been falling off. So dominance is down against this. So dominance is, oh no, wait, that's CME. Dominance is slightly up today. So you could actually see it for maybe the next kind of like 4 or 5, maybe even week or so, where maybe we just get some ranging on Bitcoin. You know, maybe we don't actually do anything. Maybe we just kind of build a base. And, you know, maybe like something like this, which may actually see dominance creep up, which, you know, maybe gives kind of like a final push down on some alts. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Sui, it's nearly there. It's nearly there, I think, for kind of like the point where you're like, right, okay. Because if it gets back below that SR, then obviously it's just pushed to the underneath of it. So then, you know, you'd maybe be looking at like 90 cents, 77 cents. Whereas this is obviously kind of like the point where this needs to hold. So that's kind of the max risk reward. And from there, you know, you could get yourself a really nice swing if the market becomes good. Because again, you've just got all these lower highs to maybe go and take out, but up towards there. So I'd be looking again. Not financial advice, do remember that on this show. I would kind of look to front run it at maybe 120. And then there's kind of like an 80% there. And then the stop's obviously up to you. You know, I'm not defining your risk or whatever, but give yourself a little bit of a, you know, maybe down towards $1-ish. Below that SR, maybe a bit lower if you want. That's a 4.5 R. And, you know, obviously straight back into there. So, yeah, ultimately, I just need to see what Bitcoin does. But Bitcoin is pushing back up at the moment. So you may not get kind of lower on a lot of things, or even on Bitcoin itself. At the time being, just remaining patient. Just remaining patient. Zcash, long or short? Personally, I'm just not even touching it. Just like, we'll look at the chart now. We'll look at the chart now. But personally, I'm just not even touching it because it's just like, I don't really have any interest in it anymore. Unless, let's see. I mean, that would be a nice place to retest, of course. You know, just a retest of there. But, I mean, what is this distribution? Is this kind of distribution? I mean, this has been ranging now for almost a month. You know, is this kind of distribution? I don't know. What do you think, Wizzo?
It feels like it. I think there's a little bit of a push down. I mean, on this, you've got clear invalidation now, haven't you? If you start getting closes below that 443,
yeah,
you're then looking now desperately at 311, and then below that, if it fails to hold that 120 to 160, then it's bye bye Zcash, bye bye privacy, bye bye people's hopes, dreams, desires.
Yeah, I think you got with something like this, you got to remember, like, this isn't just some sort of like just new thing in the market. Do you know what I mean? This has been engineered to do this, because if it was such an important thing and it was such a valuable coin, it wouldn't have stayed flat for 3 years. You know, this has been engineered to give a good run up and obviously perform well in the market. Because for Zcash itself, nothing has changed. You know, this is a Dino coin. It's doing the exact same thing in terms of like its fundamentals as it was when it was at $30, $40. It's just the fact of obviously FOMO has been driven in the market, and obviously this narrative around privacy and ZEC itself has been driven in the market. So that's the thing you've got to remember as well, is why is it suddenly worth 12 times more than it was a couple months ago? Well, literally just because of the market pushing it up. So yeah, that in terms of an investing perspective. In terms of trading, yeah, you know, like, comes down here, you've obviously got demand down there. If it falls down there, personally, I wouldn't try and short it down here. You've probably got Wiz and Haller that probably would love to entertain maybe a short down there. Personally, I wouldn't. I would wait for a pull into here, and then there's kind of your long.
Yeah, I'd wait for it to start showing signs of closing under there, and then I'd go for that underside retest rejection.
Yeah.
Personally, anyway, but not financial advice.
Yeah. Sol's looking quite juicy.
I mean, the big thing for Sol, isn't it, is if you start getting closes above that 144 levels, then I think then you can start to get really, really bullish on it.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, this is just obviously packed full of liquidity here, isn't it? Like, this is just packed full of, and you know, you've got this high. Obviously, a lot of them got cleared out by this wick, but that is just like desperate for the taking. Either it be for like a move up or just a quick swipe over down again. But that's piling up. ETH as well is looking quite nice. I think just everything's looking quite nice, but you know, it's just patience in it. Like, you just kind of got to decide what do you think we're at in the market, and patience, because you know, we were never going to V-reversal this move. That move was too strong and too aggressive to just go, okay, like, we're bottomed, let's just squeeze all the way back up. It's going to take time and weeks. Now, if you mark out the middle of December here, let's mark out the middle of December. Let's choose Monday the 14th. 15th. I think from that point of view, you know, that gives the market almost 3 weeks from now. I think from that point of view, I see Bitcoin having squoze back up here at least. But it's just going to take time. You know, I think swiping up to there would make sense from this point on. Yeah. But that would be like kind of my view for the next 3 weeks, not kind of like by the end of the weekend. It's just going to take time.
I tell you, Dave, what I did see yesterday, actually, last night, I was going to send it you, that was really, really interesting, is there's a company that are launching options on Hyperliquid.
Oh.
But it's not options on stocks, it's options on crypto. So you can buy calls and puts on. Yeah. So they have like calls on hype and puts on hype. I don't know how it work with the implied volatility, etc. But it'll be a really interesting way, because obviously the beauty about those is you have defined downside, so you don't get liquidated, but you essentially cap your downside at the cost of the contract.
Yeah. I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, that market is huge. This Friday alone, there's 13 billion worth of Bitcoin expiring.
There's tax advantages in the US. But
you know,
it's a different way.
Yeah. I think it's Deribit. I think.
Yeah, Deribit do it. And Deribit,
huge market.
Yeah, and it's one that is quite complicated, but it's something I might do in the bear market. Is you can sell what's called covered calls. So if you have, say, whatever the amount of a contract of hype is, for instance, you can sell calls and you collected premiums, and you have to sell them at the price if someone exercises their contract.
Right.
But a lot of people in the US use it as a passive income generator. So if you were to sell covered calls at a price that you don't think will hit, or you're happy to sell at, then you can essentially just collect premiums. And I know people who have done it on stuff and done really well, because you could sell, say if you had, I don't know, like whatever the number is, like 100 hype, for instance, and you put a covered call up for like, say, like $50. As long as you'll obviously collect the premium on that when someone buys your contract. But if they decide to buy it and they exercise the contract, you'll you'll sell all of your hype at that $50, and then you can just decide when you want to buy back in. But I think it'd be really interesting. That it's a really, really interesting way of doing it, because obviously it captured downside. And I think if you were holding, you then get if you're holding, you then get an element of income, because you'll get your premiums. And it's something I might do. I might look at as a way to get some income on some of your crypto. So like stuff like Solana, for instance, where you previously stake it, you could put your Solana into a covered call and just collect premiums on it. And if someone buys it and exercises the options, you just buy Solana again at the prices you want to buy at. But it opens up liquidity, because obviously then people will be, if you're sitting on crypto that's just sits in a wallet, then it's another way to earn money on your crypto.
It should be really interesting.
Like I knew that like stock stuff would come on chain, but like the ability to buy, I mean, the implied volatility on it will be mega. Like I can imagine, so the premiums will be really, really, really juicy, because obviously you have weird calculation in options. So you've got essentially delta, which is the amount it moves. You have theta, which is the time decay on it. You've got implied volatility, which obviously I would say crypto has a high degree of implied volatility. Would you not, Dave?
Yeah.
So the premium should be really, really juicy on them. But I think it's a new way of opening up, and obviously Americans are very used to this as an option. And the beauty is it means that you can hedge. So you could, in fact, hedge. If we start getting to the end of the cycle, or you think that we may see a significant drop off, is you could essentially buy puts on Bitcoin as a way to hedge your exposure. Or puts on Solana, or puts on the fact that they're offering them on hype. Like you buy puts on hype. I don't know. It's a really interesting way of doing it, and you could buy long dated ones as well. I imagine the premiums are going to be nuts on those, but like you could what's called leaps, where you buy a year in advance. You could end up underwater on those pretty quickly. Can you imagine if you bought like calls on hype at a strike price of $15 and then it went to like 60, and you could exercise the ability to buy it all at $15?
That'd be insane, wouldn't it? It's insane. So this is coming to Hyperliquid, Nick. This is coming to Hyperliquid, but the biggest site at the moment is one called Deribit, where basically all the crypto options volume goes on.
I think you'll see exchanges start to offer it as well, because
they've got to, haven't they? Because the kind of collaboration between TradFi and crypto is only increasing now.
Will bring it on board.
Like it's in their interest to do it, because otherwise, somewhere else will do it, like Hype is doing. I'm gonna have to run to the toilet before we get US Open. Are you going as well, or do you want to stay?
I'm gonna nip to the loo. Yeah, I'll nip to the loo.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a few minutes, people. Of course, don't go anywhere, and we'll be ready for US Open. Get your vote in, get your likes in, and I'll see you in just a few. think we just missed US Open, didn't we? But there we go. The bell still gets rang. Yeah, sorry for missing that. That was well needed. I know I missed Open, yeah, but that, mate. Nature called. I can now sit comfy for the rest of the stream. There's no way I could have lasted another like 40 minutes or something with that. You asked for it.
Oh, hello, Dave.
Hello, mate.
Just
hello.
Some trades on.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you devil?
No, I'm pretty devilish, aren't I?
Oh, you're especially devilish. Especially devilish.
You love
we
it.
haven't really had much, have we? First 5 minutes, downwards candle, but not massive.
Everyone in the US is on holiday, aren't they?
Oh, did you see the pictures of there's that famous street, isn't there, in LA, where they always picture it on Thanksgiving and at Christmas time, where it's just backed up for miles. That just seems like hell on earth to me. That I hate being in traffic jams. I hate traffic jams and I hate queuing.
Yeah, you are. You like what you like, Dave. I'll tell you what. Speaking about queuing, when I was leaving yours the other day, the traffic is horrendous, isn't it?
It depends. Yeah, it depends. If you're going down, did it take you down the way to get on the motorway, like that way? Yeah,
and it was. At one point, I was stuck in the middle of a junction.
Yeah. Any time, school time, or obviously like work finishing time, that bit is horrendous.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I never have to do it, but like when I do, it's honestly it's hell on earth. Let me get the picture of this street up. Like, let's see.
Shaking my
that famous one where there's always this one here. This is obviously from 2023, but it's always that street that they do. The 405 freeway.
Yeah, the LA. Well, that's why Elon Musk is building tunnels through LA, isn't he?
There you go. Yeah. I mean, obviously it goes. We can play it. Just go look at it. Just for miles. Yeah. No, thank you. It's my idea of a horrible time. But yeah, not much movement. You know, if we have a look, Sol dumped a little bit more aggressively. ETH's held up quite nice. Everything kind of just hanging around, doing its thing. Nothing really much to go on, is there? So that's where we're up to with that, anyway. Yeah. What else have we got? Yeah, crypto stocks not really moving much. Let's see what have we got on open. So yeah, Nvidia up 2.6% and rallying nicely. Wizard's position looking quite nice.
Yeah, up 155%. Although I am on 25x leverage.
Oh, you devil.
Which helps.
Tesla up a little bit. Microsoft up over 1%. Actually, that's been slammed on open, so that must have been up even more. Did you see SoftBank's call has not fared too well, has it?
What, on their decision to sell Nvidia?
Yeah.
I mean, they've rode up the profits, but
they because I think they threw it all into OpenAI. So
yeah, well, the OpenAI fundraise was mega. I mean, OpenAI is technically up. How reliable it is, I don't know, but obviously on the ventures market, OpenAI is up 20% today.
Yeah. Well, apparently, anyway, somehow someone has figured it out that they're down 100 billion, but I don't know if that's true or what. Steve loves the 405 merger, so this must be a very famous street in America, I'm guessing.
I think it's the highway that goes through the middle of LA, central LA, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like absolute chaos. I think that's fascinating for us because obviously we don't have to do that, but some people in America obviously have to fly like across the country just to go back to the hometown and stuff, don't they? Where, I mean, really, the furthest you could move away in the UK is probably like, I mean, if you really wanted to move very far, probably about an 8-hour drive. Obviously, plane journey, probably about half an hour at the most. But yeah, we don't really have it. Like, probably most of us in here, obviously minus Steve, because you're from across the pond, but most of us in here probably live very, very close distance if we wanted to go and visit some family members or whatever. But you obviously get people in America that, maybe they're from Florida and they move to Texas, or they move to California, or if you're from like the middle, you move to maybe like either or. Like, you just get family spread out over everywhere, don't you? Which is wild, isn't it? Because to us, like, you just can't imagine that. Like, if I moved down to say London or something, I'd feel like I was an eternity away. But in reality, it's not really that far, is it?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you living in London.
No, I would hate every second of it.
Tesla's dumping.
Is it?
That is down.
Oh yeah.
So even really getting absolutely pummeled. I want to see some blood. Everything's been bid up too nicely.
Where do you think is kind of like the macro low for Tesla from this point on? Like,
I think you get a retest at least like 320. I think it retests the top of that range.
No,
complete macro.
Yeah. Do you think like there's any chance that it comes down? Obviously, this point here.
Yeah, I mean that's the obvious bit. But then I guess you're looking at a different paradigm in terms of there's been so much money printed.
Yeah.
In all honesty, you probably might actually be that 222 mark. That because that feels like a proper equilibrium.
Yeah.
Middle. I mean, that is the point of control pretty much for the entirety of the structure.
Yeah.
That is just a nuts chart.
Yeah.
Robinhood's flying today. I am also long on Robinhood, I will disclose, but that's up 7.5.
Let's see. Let's go and see. Yeah, that's doing well today. Oh yeah, that come all the way down. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't even notice that was down at 100.
Did I not drop you a note? My entry was 105.36 on that.
Oh, look at UPXI. Oh, minus 10. Have these sold some Solana or something?
Ooh,
I mean, that's just kind of out of nowhere, isn't it? Bitmine 30.
That thing is going to die off at some point, isn't it?
It will have a generational like entry. Like if it got down towards $10, I would buy the shit out of it. I won't lie.
You love a bit of Tom Lee.
I think he's a. Do you know what makes me laugh about him? He always looks like he's just been dragged through a hedge, doesn't he? If I go and have a look, I think it was on TMG. I think it might have been on. I don't know if it was. Hang on. I don't know if it was on his page. Hang on. Let's see. Was it? No, might not have been. He's come up on my timeline before. And honestly, it was just the funniest looking thing. Like, the guy literally looked like he'd just been dragged through. I mean, probably he's up all night because Ethereum's like 40% down from where he bought it or something.
You love it.
I just think he's so funny. Please pull up this video. This was yesterday. His hair's just wild, isn't it? Like, he looks like he's been dragged through a hedge. What makes me laugh about him is when like Ethereum's down and they post that guy off Squid Game. Tom Lee's gonna have to go on. It's like Tom Lee now or something. Like, he is so funny. But yeah, I mean, what a guy. What a guy. You do look at it though, don't you? And you're like, how did they get their entry so wrong?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Like, yeah, because their entry is 4K, but like, why did they only decide to start buying it like I don't know where they exactly started buying. Obviously, their average entry is like close to 4K-ish. I'm guessing obviously the DATs were a lot of this, and then obviously ultimately this. But like, why was they not buying here? Like literally just like 3 months before. Like, why suddenly there? I don't know. Obviously, we might not, we might never know. But it is quite interesting, like why they all started buying at once. Asta is taking it pretty hard to the downside. I was about to say something else I shouldn't say on stream. I was about to say Asta's taking it in the ASS.
Robinhood is flying. It's 8.5.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Actually, is obviously we'll go back onto crypto in a minute, but Marks and Spencers is up.
Oh really?
Yeah, that thing.
That is one that we filmed, wasn't it, during our trip?
That thing is up 4.5% today.
Very nice.
And it is down. It is up. If you got the lows on Tuesday morning, you would be up 7%.
Very nice. Steve says he used to drive from the bottom of California to 3/4 to the top of California, and it would take 8 hours of solid driving. So 8 hours of solid driving hours. So obviously that's not even to the top, and that is probably basically from, if you want to go from Cornwall to like the top of Scotland, I probably don't think it probably takes you that much longer than that.
No.
I don't know.
No, I like Scotland.
How are we doing? Here's the legend. Here is the legend, BPN. BPN was one of the first people to actually turn really bearish when Bitcoin was all the way up. How are you? What's your thoughts? I'm not longing yet. So what are you looking for, BPN? Do let us know in the chat. We haven't seen Loki in the chat in a while as well. I wonder where he is. I hope he's doing well. What are you kind of looking for then, BPN? Give us your wisdom. What do you think is happening? I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of wanting to see these wicks cleared up, and I would like to bid anywhere in and around 84. Wiz is looking a bit lower, but I personally would like to bid 84. So we'll see what happens. Whether I get that opportunity or not, I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm just patiently waiting for, if possible. Apart from that, there's not really much else going on. I mean, Solana's still nicely up. ETH's still nicely up. Things are nicely up, to be fair. If you was buying the blood on Friday, that is, anyway. Yeah, this thing has fell off massively. AVAX has retraced a lot, hasn't it? Considering this was at like $36 not too long ago.
Mm.
That is a look at that. That was at $36. Oh, $36 in the middle of September. Oh, towards the latest.
That was when I closed my long, but I'm just annoyed that I didn't then fire in a short, because that would have been a beautiful little reverse down.
I mean, that's currently 60% down. It did go as low as 65. I was kind of looking towards $11, $12 as kind of my optimum one. Didn't get there yet, but we did get pretty close. But yeah, I think for the rest of the market, I mean, yeah, we're just kind of in a waiting game, aren't we? I think what would be interesting is, obviously, I think a lot of people, myself included, are of the opinion that, we get some sort of recovery going into the end of the year. Of course, some other people think you've got more down to come. I think what would actually be interesting is if we just kind of hung around, if we just didn't get anything, say we just kind of hung around in this kind of we built a range and we just didn't do anything. I think everyone wants kind of a volatile move, don't they? Now, whether you are still bearish and think lower, or you're thinking we get a nice bounce. But imagine we just didn't do anything and we just kind of just went sideways for another month and a half. That would be quite interesting.
That would be quite amusing.
That would be very interesting. I mean, if anything, at least you could say you'd have a peaceful Christmas. You know, not too much chart watching over Christmas. No stress vibes for Bitcoin, but I'm longing after we take out 80k. Ooh, so BPN thinks that we're taking out 80k. Oh, you devil. Oh, so you think that we're coming, taking out the low, and then kind of like a little swing failure pattern. Just take out the low, and then reverse. Oh, now that would set up quite nicely, to be fair, wouldn't it? That would be a great long. As soon as it reclaimed that low, bang. Yeah, that would be lovely. There's also, yeah, you know, every chance that it does something like that. We are getting a push up though, quite a nice push up as well on open. Well, on open, first 20 minutes of open, we did get a dump down, and then yeah, we've pushed on up. The S&P is ruthlessly pushing up after open as well. But yeah,
very strong rally.
We're just hanging around, aren't we? We're just kind of hanging around. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream, and of course, do subscribe now. If any of you are watching, and of course, you want to get Stonksy, then we are running 50% off for Black Friday. So that's on the annual one. So yeah, now is the perfect time to join Stonksy if you want to. 50% off on the annual. I'll show you exactly that now. Very nice graphic as well. So yeah, 50% off the annual for Black Friday. This will be running into Cyber Monday, but obviously, you know, come the end of the Monday coming, it will be then over. And this is obviously our biggest sale that we'll run across a whole year. So yeah, that'll take it down to just under £500 for the whole year. Obviously, originally, I'll show you now. It is originally $999, but of course you use that code BLACK50 at checkout, and that takes it down to just under £500. So yeah, never been a better time to join Stonksy. Come and sign up, and of course you do get full indicator, oscillator, Discord, and trading bot access with that. And of course, you just get 24/7 access to myself if you want. So if you are my biggest fan, come show me some love.
Go show Dave some love.
Yeah, and Wiz as well. Show Wiz some love. Wiz is in
go.
there.
Yeah, go show Dave some love.
It's a juicy apple.
Tell Dave what your favourite thing about him is. Perk him up.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Give me some blossoming. Give me some brown noses.
Tell him your favourite variety of apple.
I don't really know too many varieties of apple, to be fair.
The only apple... got Granny Smith.
Yeah, well,
I like Pink Ladies.
Problem is with them, I don't know about Granny Smith, but I know Pink Ladies is they're not British apples. I buy British apples.
Look at you, patriotic duty.
Well, you got to support the farmers, haven't you? There's 4,000 of them outside protesting.
Yeah, they're screwed.
I think she's dead funny. Yeah. She's so well spoken too, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's a very well spoken woman.
You love a bit of Rachel Reeves, don't you?
No, not Kemi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rachel. God, but yeah, Rachel Reeves is the complete opposite of what I've just said.
Yeah,
she's not well spoken. She's not well spoken, and she's a bloody idiot.
I was going to say, I think personally, Kemi will get replaced.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious candidate is Genrick.
Yeah.
Speaking about Genrick,
he's clearly making a move for it because he's very active on social.
He's got his media team working overtime, hasn't he? It's full production.
Yeah.
Speaking about Genrick, have you seen Eli Lilly?
No.
Whoa. It is relentless.
What's the ticker again?
LLY.
There we go. Ooh. What are we viewing this on?
the first $1 trillion pharma company.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Imagine buying that. If you bought that in COVID, you're sitting on a like a 10, 11x.
Yeah. It's so weird though, because I think all our minds have been warped, because obviously like our parents growing up and, you know, grandparents and stuff like that, the idea of a 10x on your savings and stuff is fantastic. But I think because we're in crypto, the idea that you park something in for 5 years or over 5 years and you only get a 10x shows just like kind of how warped kind of crypto can make your mind into believing that, I've only 10x my money in 5 years.
This is mad games though. Like if you'd have just left a DCA running throughout the early 2020s.
I mean, you've got to look at it. I think like what's next? Do you know what I mean? Like let's ask Rock. Say if you had to pick one industry. To come a demand or let's see what it says. Oh, it's thinking, isn't it? This is doing a lot of thinking now. Well, I think we've broken Grok. I've never seen it take this long, have you?
It's thinking hard.
It's thinking very hard.
It's thinking incredibly hard.
Healthcare. Boring.
Dave just wants the next tech name, don't you?
Yeah. Let's see what it says. I want to test it. I want to test its capabilities. Let's see what it gives us now. Synthetic biology. The sci-fi factory of tomorrow's world. Ooh. This is an interesting one. Synthetic biology. Let's see. Let's see. Give us some of the main stocks. There you go. Here's some for us to look into.
Nice.
What do you think about
Twist? I don't.
Do you? What do you think about synthetic biology, Wiz?
I think it's an interesting one. Obviously, you're seeing people try and live forever, and I think it's the peptide technology. Obviously, that's what the fat jabs run off, the peptides, and we're seeing more and more of these peptides that are used for human enhancement, shall we say.
Yeah.
We're having a nice little push down. I say nice, I'm short on Ethereum.
How are you?
Yeah, I've started scaling into a short. I have opened some positions. So what have I done? I have shorted Filecoin. I have shorted Ethereum. And I have longed Aster.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I am. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we are. So that's looking like a little fake out on US Open now. Yeah. Massive.
The only thing I am annoyed about on Filecoin is I should have been a little bit more patient because I could have got a much better entry, but because that thing had a mega spike.
Yeah. Yeah. It was after ICP, weren't it?
Yeah.
ICP spiked, and then this thing just went ba-boom.
No, I mean for my entry, I entered it this
Oh,
afternoon.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see it had that blow off.
Yeah. ICP, of course, same. Come back down. I mean, these are just rotations, like just rotations that we keep seeing. Obviously, just one after another. Tell you what, this Jesus Christ, this thing. This is wild, isn't it? This is just
horrendous, isn't it?
the never-ending dump. I mean, I thought that might have been it, and then, of course, we got the dump. But let's see. I mean, the daily just looks horrific. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what will happen with this or not. It's not really one I'm interested in entertaining. There's so many tickers out there. I'm not interested in buying this VC coin. Are you interested in it, or are you just kind of leaving it alone?
Not particularly interested. No,
I'm not interested in it. Oh, that has had a horrendous pullback as well. Atom dead. That's a Dino coin that I think is dead now as well. Can go into the pot with Dot and others.
Oh, we're seeing a nasty pushback down on S&P.
Are we? Oh, that's gonna. Oh yeah, that's gonna really screw up things in it. Let's see. This is it. This is good. Last full trading day of the month for TradFi. So profit
this
taking.
is gonna be the de-risk.
Profit taking time, or de-risking. Yeah. I think with it over the next kind of like couple of days, we should get. Hopefully, we should get some nice entries again on some things. Personally, I'm just mainly looking at Bitcoin, Solana, and ETH, but I may expand it to some of them others that I was mentioning. Torn, Sui. I'm looking quite interested in all of them. Do let us know if you want us to check anything out, though. There are plenty of you watching, so thank you very much for joining us. But if you want us to check anything out, drop it in the comments. Of course, make sure you come and join Stonksy. We have got 50% off our annual plan, so you can find that link in the description, but I will throw it in the chat right now too. And you use code BLACK50 at checkout to get that 50% off the annual plan, and that of course gets you full access for a whole year. So if you think
you generous,
if you think you've literally got a whole year to at the very least make £500 back using Stonksy. So the value on it is insane for a whole year's access. So that is in the chat, but you can find that in the description as well. And of course, if you want to see this, you can find it on the X. It's pinned on the X too. But yeah, code BLACK50 at checkout. Want me to look at useless? Let's see. Let's see.
It's fairly useless, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's you can see Stonksy's got it drew on there perfectly. That has now obviously become resistance. So until it regains that, I wouldn't really be interested in it personally. It needs to obviously regain this level. But yeah, until then, I wouldn't really be interested in it myself. But again, like, what's kind of like the narrative around this thing, or it's just the fact it's called useless coin in it. So yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think that it just doesn't look that very good until it reclaims this area. Until then, you've got every chance that maybe it just continues down. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a meme, innit? So maybe something like that. I don't know. Yeah, well, obviously only time will tell us, but I think if you're looking at it in the very near future, you've obviously got the exact region. And if you like kind of like more confidence, give yourself a nice little wide box there and say, right, I'm only going to buy on when we get above this box, because ultimately you've got SR coming in here, but you may want to see these daily lows recaptured, and obviously that flip back to support as well before maybe stepping in. There's plenty of things you can do. Alternatively, you can obviously come in on Stonksy and trade it low time frame, wait for the 1 hour to flip bullish. Of course, you can see it's trading it really nicely on the low time frame 5 minute there. Obviously quite volatile, so maybe you want to trade it on something like the 1 hour. That's been green since down here, so nice capture on that. But yeah, it's hard to judge with things like that, because it's like, obviously maybe at any given point they could snap back, but they could also just carry on bleeding down for ages and ages and ages. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. We are very flat on Bitcoin. No, very flat. I mean, this has been flat for almost.
There's just no volume in the market now, is there?
No, I mean, if we pull the volume up and go like a 1 hour, 2 hour even, yeah, you can just see like it's just completely dropped off. We are very low volume. Go to the 4 hour. You can see just a drop off in volume. And we are actually yet to come out of this red background on Stonksy, which has been red since 104k. So really nice, obviously, capture to the downside on the 4 hour. But we are yet to actually close that out. So
strong push up.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at that as well, obviously the bottom candle, the highest volume candle that we had since that 10th for the 10th massacre. So that was obviously some good outline. That okay.
My bid zone.
Yeah.
That wick is my bid zone.
What, all of the wick? You got like layered bids in, or you just?
Yeah, I've scaled bids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use scale on BLOFIN now. You can use scaled orders on BLOFIN now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably doing a video outlining that actually. I've not used
quite
it
good.
before.
I quite like scaled orders because you can choose then the distribution of the scale.
So
I tend to go equal, but you can do it where it weights it heavier lower or heavier higher.
So does that just basically save you having to go and set limit orders, like loads of limit orders?
Yeah, so you set what you want the entire position size to be, and then you set over what range, and then you set the number of bids, and then you can choose the distribution of the bids, and it'll basically just layer them all in.
Yeah.
The only annoying thing is you can't set a stop loss on it until
it's open.
Until like at least one of them's been opened. But it's a useful way of averaging out your price a little bit better, of DCAing your entry.
That is actually really, really useful. I'm gonna have a look at that.
I find it easy because then you don't get the FOMO of like, oh, my bid just missed. And it's like if it goes lower, you just get matched more.
Yeah, I actually may use that as well. I think that sounds.
It's
really
pretty
good.
useful. I quite like doing it. I use it on my coin margin stuff because I do it on like low leverages, like Bitcoin, for instance. If there's a zone that I like, I'll scale bids in on like a free forex leverage, and then it just basically just means you can take sort of more directional bets. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna have a look at that. I'll probably film a video on that as well for the channel, so I'll check that out tomorrow. But yeah, I think we'll end the stream there. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure. Do make sure you drop a like, subscribe, of course. Take advantage of this Stonksy offer while it's on. It's only going to be on until Cyber Monday. So full year of access to Stonksy, and of course everything that goes alongside Stonksy for just under £500. Code BLACK50 at checkout. Links in the description. And of course, if you're looking for anywhere to trade, sign up to BLOFIN. That link is in the description as well for your non-KYC account. But yeah, that's all from us today. Thank you for joining. Of course, I am now on Monday, Wednesday, Friday streaming times, not Tuesday and Thursdays. So I'll next see you guys, and obviously the next stream on the channel will be on Friday. So I'll catch you guys then. In the meantime, if you miss me so much, you can catch me in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can get in the Discord by joining Stonksy, and I'll see you all then. Bye. And of course, make sure you check Wiz out. His channel is, as you see his name, Wizard of Alt. Go check him out, subscribe, and you'll catch him on his streams as well. Bye-bye.